All right. Good evening. God, sometimes being a Cowboy fan sucks. Oh, what are you gonna do? They lost. It's how it goes. So all you Cowboy haters out there, go ahead, have at it. One of those things. What are you gonna do? All right. We go on. That's all we can do. So anyway, how is everyone doing this evening? Good to see everybody here. Uh, Crazy, obviously, weather we are having, especially on the East Coast. Unbelievable weather, to be honest with you. So that's obviously what we're going to be talking about a little bit more, tonight, and all those type of things. I don't know, like, who do I root for now? Now I got to root for the Bills, I guess, because they're the only team that actually plays in New York. But because both the Giants and the Jets, which obviously are not in the playoffs, they play in New Jersey. So, all right. I just want to remind everybody before we get going on this that this is a very family friendly oriented channel. And please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. And just another storm shaping up for the coming weekend. Awesome. Can hardly wait. Well, we just honestly, well, anyway, so very family friendly channel. So please be decent. If you are not decent, those awesome people that you see lit up in blue are going to boot you out of here because we're just not going to have it. And so that is that. I'll tell you, craziness. But we here right now, it started snowing here 6:30, and it's still a very light snow so far. But we are in a winter storm watch until uh, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So who knows how much we're gonna get. But just starting to snow heavy in the southern tier. Okay, well, I just looked outside and it's still kind of I'm flustered by the Dallas loss. I just you know I've been a fan, like I said, since I was about 9 years old. And you think that okay, they finally got a team. They got a good team. They played well this year, and they had some problems, obviously, but yeah, what are you gonna do? And then they lose at home. What are you gonna do? They've tried pulling it off, but that's how it goes in the big city, I guess. Is Lucy still by the fire? I'll tell you what. When he came in the house, he went up and he ate, and then he came down and he sat by the fire probably for a couple of hours. So well, if I'll be honest with you, I hadn't. I mean, I saw him the day before, and so I didn't think anything of it. And then Heather was the one. She's like, "Dad, I haven't seen Lucy, and yeah, Dak was horrible. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? How did Lucy get his name? Great question. Okay, so Lucy adopted us. Um, he when he came here, where we had moved here, and all of a sudden this little scrawny cat was here. And you guys see how big Buddy is. Buddy's a big cat. Max is a good sized cat. And so this little bitty cat is out there all starving and everything like that. And so, Heather says, "Oh, well, look at that little girl, Dad. Look how small she is. Can we feed her?" And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, we'll feed her, but that cat's not coming in a house. You can tell how strong my resolve was on that one. So, what we ended up finding out was we had neighbors that lived over here next door to us that had moved out just before we moved in here, which thank goodness is all I can say. Um, but they when they left their cats behind. And the young man and his girlfriend that moved in there had said, you know, well, we'll watch out for the cats. And so, they had dogs, and like apparently this cat was one of theirs. Then he didn't like the new dog, so he came over here. But we thought he was a girl because he was so little, and so Heather named him Lucy, and so that's how he got his name. And then we figured out that Lucy was a boy, so he became Mr. Lucy. It's just kind of the progression of that. So but yeah, who does that exactly? What kind of person leaves their animals behind? I don't know how anybody could do that. It happens all the time, folks. I mean, people dump animals off constantly. It happens all the time. How did the cat get in that greenhouse in the first place? What happened? Good, another good question. Becky was okay. So Becky was in the greenhouse yesterday or the other day, grabbing some stuff out of there, and so didn't realize the cat had gotten in there, and just obviously closed the door, and the cat was in there. So she had no idea, no idea. So it happens, and it was just it. And so when I had called over to Becky's and said, "Hey, is Lucy over there?" She was like, "No, I know, I haven't seen him." And I said, "Okay." And then Mom called me back, and she's like, "Well, Becky was in the greenhouse, so maybe he's in the greenhouse." And sure enough, we went out in the greenhouse, and yeah, boy named Sue, right? Johnny Cash song. Um, but so that's why we went out, and there he was. So it was a good thing because I would not have started looking for him, and it would, like I said, it was really, really cold. It was even colder, last night than it was the night before. So yeah, there's a special place for people like that. Yeah, I don't know how. No, no, yeah, the people that could abandon animals. I don't understand that either. I never could. Your animals, they trust you. They look for you to take care of them. I don't get it. I don't get how people can do that. I never would. My animals are my animals. My animals go where I go, no matter what. Yeah. So well. So anyway. So his name was Lucy. So I said, well, he'll be Lucy Fur, you know, and then he'll be Lucy for short. So he's Mr. Lucy. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He was happy to be in the house. I can tell you that he was happy to be in the house. Cats are pretty resilient. I mean, if it had been a few days, then it might have been a different story, and especially as cold as it has been, But she didn't see him in the house, and she was like, he always sleeps with me, and I'm like, all right, well, we'll look and see. Do Ed, you know better. You're supposed to count your kids and make sure they're all at home in the dark. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, my kids go in and out, so I don't always know if they're in or not. But I'll tell you what, if I like with Gelko, if he's not home for a few days, because he's out there doing his thing, uh, you know, I get worried. I'm like, Where's the cat?" And then he'll show up, and I'm like, "Ah, there you are." So yeah, I mean, I worry about all of them. That like I said, they're an extension of the family, so that's kind of how it goes. All right, so what are we at? We already got 517 in the chat. We're at 166 on a thumbs up. So before we get started, because we really haven't talked about the topic at all yet, which we are going to now, I'm going to ask you to shoot a thumbs up to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time. I do appreciate that. Also, again, it really does make a difference with the algorithms. Is that ready? All right, you're going to come in and sit down for me for a second then. I got to fix my tea. I had the water on, and Heather will explain to you why I didn't have my preparations ready ahead of time. So I will be right back. All right, hold on one second.
All right. So hello everyone. This is insanely weird being the only one here. I do have Stella, she's right here. But so the reason he has to take off right now is because I was supposed to wake him up at 7:30 to prepare for the stream because he was taking a lay down right before. And I forgot to wake him up until 7:48. So it gave him about 10 minutes to get ready. And so his water was not ready in time for the stream like it usually is. And hello everyone. I don't know what to say now that my story's over. Right, he didn't have his preps ready. That's on him. He should have prepared for the instance that I didn't wake him up and set an alarm. But now I have to be his alarm. This is my chance to say anything that I want. That's true. I don't know what I want to say, though. Oh, you love my jewelry? Well, thank you. Do I need any more beads? I mean, you definitely don't have to. I don't want to, like, say yes and be like, make you send anything. That's definitely your choice. Yeah, I have ears growing out of my shirt. She just blends in because I wear black all the time. Okay, she wants to go. Am I ready for the move? I don't know, not so much, but I have to give it a try, you know, don't knock it till you try it. So maybe going down to West Virginia will be the best thing that ever happened to me, or maybe it won't be. I don't know until I'm down there. I'm not in school right now. I was taking a break because everything with COVID is absolutely insane, and my school was handling it so poorly that I just chose that I would rather, you know, take a year off rather than put up with the online nonsense because they were not doing a great job at that.
What are you talking?
Well, you're asking me a little bit about West Virginia and then school, if I'm still in school.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you ready to bail?
I guess so.
All right.
Well, thank you for my one-on-one spotlight.
Yeah. What are you? And look at that. She's got the gift for gab just like her old man. I heard her in here just flapping away.
Well, I had to think about what to say. They were suggesting some things because I kind of blanked.
Well, you seem to jump on it pretty good. Yeah, so you can always come back to New York. Well, we have talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and we actually have talked about, you know, if she goes down to West Virginia, I'm sure there is places down there where she can do jewelry making, that she can get. Ed, sorry about your job loss. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we get taken over by Heather, right?
Yep, they want the Heather stream now.
The Heather stream. But so anyway, yeah, she, you know, she could always do an apprenticeship, you know, with somebody that is, you know, working with silver or gold or something to that effect. And I think those opportunities would be better down there in West Virginia. So,
I guess somebody would like some attention.
I guess Max wants to be on video. There he is.
This is Maxie Pants.
Yeah, Mr. Max. He's a good cat. He's always he is daddy's boy.
Modern Prospector, you can totally send him a message and we can get in contact because I think that would be really cool.
What's that?
Said he's a lapidary and jeweler.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, like I said, college is not for everybody.
You had like a bunch of people ask what type of tea you're drinking.
Oh, I just drink a regular hot tea. I buy, you know, the generic tea bags. I'll buy,
like
you know,
black tea.
No, it's not. There's not black tea. It's just regular normal tea. You know that I have. I just buy it by the 100. I buy 100 boxes of 100. So I'll go in and I'll just buy 4 or 5 boxes of 100 bags of tea bags. I got tea bags like you, like I said, along with everything else that I prep tea as well. So I have a lot of tea bags there. So I just and it's weird because I will not drink tea in the summertime.
I'm gonna go check the box because someone said that is black tea.
No, it's not. I'll actually pull it on. It's just a generic, off-brand. Here, let me see. I'll show. Yeah, I'll show you the box. So, just a very generic tea, all natural tea, and I like it. Like I said, I don't drink tea in the summertime like at all, but just
pure black tea is the ingredients.
Imagine
that.
It is black tea.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, well, I didn't realize that, but yeah.
I know some things.
Well, like I said, I just know it's tea. Yeah, it's black tea. Okay. But I'm a seasonal tea drinker. So.
All right. Well, now that I've distracted your stream long enough, I'm gonna go ahead and head out so we can talk about the real topic.
Okay.
But thank you for having me on, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
So did you tell them why I was delayed?
Yes, I did have to explain.
Yeah.
That.
So I would literally before the stream started, I was up for 8 minutes. So.
But I said that you weren't prepped enough. You should have had an alarm clock set in case I wasn't gonna
Well,
come get
you
you.
always wake me up in time, so I just figured, I'm good to go.
Just a one-off.
It happens. Things
I'm
happen.
trying to ruin his career.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. So now I have my tea. I'm ready to go. Well, I'll tell you what, I was watching the game and the way how badly the Cowboys were playing. I was just like, screw it. I'm going to go take an hour nap before the stream starts. So, no, I got I turned it on and watched the last 18 seconds where they drove the ball down the field and then ran out of time. So, yeah, good times. What are you going to do? But anyhow, all right. So this storm obviously hitting the entire eastern coast, all the southern states coming up through, and now it's finally hitting us here in New York. And we're talking. They're speculating of how much snow we're going to get here, and I don't really know for sure, but I know different places had ice, and then it went to snow, and then it went to rain, and so it just. I know there's power outages in some places. I talked to a buddy of mine that lives in South Carolina, and his power when it was out this morning. I was talking to him early, and he had 8:30 this morning. His power went out. So, hey, Asif, there he is. So, but yeah, you know it's affected everybody. Well, a lot of people, I should say. And here's what. Okay, so let me start out with this because I mean, when I saw this report, I'm like, really, how stupid can people be? Okay, and I'm gonna vent for a second. All right, this has been forecast to go on for how long? How long have they been talking about this event? We knew this event is coming. My power stayed on in South Carolina, and his guesses 2 eggs today. All right, well, we'll get to that part, Asif, later. But thank you for the donation, and I'm glad your power stayed on. That's awesome. So I got to vent for a second. So how many of us have known this storm was coming? They talked about it for 6 days out, right? They didn't know exactly where it was going to go, but they knew it was going to be this big event, and it was going to go down south, and it was going to go through Wisconsin and all that area, and they were going to get snow, and then it was going to come up the East Coast and really do a lot of stuff, right? So my question would be, and again, so people are saying, yes, a long time, a week, it's been going on for a week. So there's no excuses of why we had hundreds of accidents. We had a tremendous amount of cars broke down, crashed, abandoned. Thank goodness I didn't see any loss of life in that. But how stupid are you? You know, and I'm not saying you guys because you guys are not stupid, but I'm just saying people in general. This is what frightens me about our country. I will tell you, it frightens me about our country because there's no common sense out there for a lot of folks. Not everybody, but a lot of folks have no common sense. You know this major storm is coming, and if you live in the South, you guys suck at driving in inclement weather. Uh, that's a fact. Us Yankees, we've been driving in crappy weather. So if there's a foot of snow out there, we're like, oh, okay, yeah, we can go to the store. But that's just us up here. You don't see as many accidents up here because we know how to drive in this kind of crap. But again, a lot of us in the north are smart enough to go, okay, there's a big storm coming. You get ready and you know, you hunker down and that's it. That's it. You don't go out. You go, screw it. I'm going to stay home. I got all my stuff that I need. I don't have to go anywhere. So, I just, yeah, too high expectations of 4x4 vehicles. I think something like that. It makes no sense to me. You knew this is coming. We've all had plenty of warning. I mean, I've said for the last couple of days, if you don't have to travel, don't travel. Stay off the roads. There's no reason to risk your life. No reason. Um, no reason to risk your life. And yet people are going to be out there, they're going to be driving, they think, oh, yep, we're going to be fine, no issues, I can do whatever I want to do. And bam, then there's the accident, and your car's wrecked, you're blocking traffic, other cars get hit. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You don't have to be there that go there that badly. You just don't. Stay home, call off from work if you have to. You know what? They'll get over it. I don't know. To me, I'd rather be alive. That's just my take on it. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. So, but I mean, I can tell you now. I lived in North Carolina after I got out of the service. I went down to North Carolina, and I was driving. I think I had a Trans Am, and I used to call it my sled in the snow because I drove it in New York, obviously, and it zero traction. Wintertime, you'd spin out no problem. You just spin out. It had no traction. So I'm down in North Carolina, and we had 3 inches of snow. I'm out there driving in it in my Trans Am. Okay, I was out there driving it because screw that, I'm driving. I'm from New York, and I was fine. The number of cars that I saw flipped over in a ditch and just off the road, and I'm like, what is wrong with these people? I got this crappiest car that you could possibly be driving in inclement weather, and I was fine. But again, it's just in the north we know how to drive in this type of weather. You folks in the South, and it's not. This is not a slam against people in the South. Me saying this, but you're just not used to it. You don't know how to react. You don't know what to do. With because you don't get the snow like we get up here. So spent 2 years in Iceland, learned driving on ice, sleet, and snow. Not worried about myself, just the other idiots out there. Exactly, exactly. That scan family. Great statement, great point. It's just like when you ride a motorcycle, guys. All right, I don't worry about myself on a bike because I'm not going to take stupid, insane chances. I probably am going to drive too fast. That's what I do anyway. But I'm not going to take stupid risk and like the idiots on the crotch rockets. I worry about the other people on the road because don't know how to drive. They don't pay attention. Um, and that's the way it is. But I just because I've been living in this environment for so many years, we just know better, I guess. And maybe that's what it is. We're like, okay, it's going to be this much snow. We'll just stay home. We'll just not go anywhere. Um, yeah, even you can't control black ice. You're 100% right. Yeah, and again, so what do I make the decision to realize um, when the weather is crappy, we don't drive in it. We stay home. you know, we ran out today. It was sunny and beautiful all day here. 25, 27 degrees, something like that, but it was a sunny day. Uh, People drive here going 85 miles an hour on I-85 during the summer thunderstorm and wonder why they fly off the road. Oh yeah, it's a mindset. It's a mindset, you know. But yeah, people just figure they can just do whatever they want to do, and there's no consequences for their actions until somebody else gets killed. They hit somebody because they make stupid decisions. And so I had to vent about that because I saw all the accidents, all the you know. Do you put winter tires on? No, no, I don't. No, I just have my regular tires on there. Now I got to say this winter has not been bad. Uh, Drive like they're training for the Daytona 500. Asu said, "Yeah, I hear you. No, it just people just think that they can, you know, that they can do whatever they want to do, no matter what, and it's just not smart, you know. So yeah, it's craziness. But like I said, this storm for us is starting. Well, it's supposed to start at 7. Started at 6:30. Uh, we're in until whenever. We're probably going to go nowhere tomorrow, depending on how much snow. I mean, if we end up with 6 or 8 inches of snow, that's a joke up here. That's nothing. So, but if we end up with 2 feet of snow, that's a little bit, harder to deal with. But they'll have it cleared out and dug out in no time. We would just have to make sure that we dig out of here. So remember, they used to put chains on their tires up north. When you're talking certain places that, like, you get up into Maine and up there where they can really get some snow, you know, then yeah, you would be smarter to have chains and stuff like that. But we don't really get, that kind of snow up here. I mean, we get enough snow. Don't get me wrong, but it's just it's amazing to me how people think that they can just do whatever they want to do and they're going to be fine. It doesn't make any kind of sense. No kind of sense. But what are you going to do? But anyway, there was a tremendous amount of accidents. Hey, Freddie left you. Hey, Ed, I drive a rear view drive vehicle from the 80s with snow tires, and I have never had a problem or gotten stuck. Always drive for the conditions. Well, and that's what I'm saying. You have to slow down. You can't drive like you normally drive on a regular road. Make sure you're giving yourself plenty of distance between you and the car in front of you. And always, again, always expect the unexpected. It's just that's just the smart thing to do. Thank you for the donation, and thank you for the statement as well. I'll tell you a story real quick. I had a 1985 Chevy Chevette, first car I ever bought new. 1985, I bought my Chevette. I was in the service, and so I needed a good, reliable vehicle, and that car was awesome. So, but anyway, that car was rear wheel drive, or no, it was front wheel drive. I think it was front. No, it was front wheel drive, and you know that car was trying to do a donut. That was like the challenge, was trying to do a donut in that car. I finally did do one, but front wheel drive is like, you can, it's very, very difficult to do a donut with front wheel drive, just so you know. So, those of you out there that have front wheel drive and you want to try to practice that, it's very hard. But, uh, but no, the Chevette was an awesome car. It was an awesome car, but it would not do donuts. So, hey, Juby Joe, thank you very much for the donation, man. I appreciate that. But anyway, so a lot of accidents, a lot of people on the side of the road, a lot of abandoned cars, and it's sad. It really, really is. And you know, I feel bad for people. Like I said, so first of all, let me just say this: I realize some people had to be on the road. I understand that you get no choice. You had to be on the road, but the number of accidents, the number of abandoned cars broke down and left on the side of the road, and they got to ride someplace else with somebody else. Um, you know, you have to be aware. You have to be aware of the conditions around you. You're going to have to slow down, and people just don't. They think they can still drive however they want to drive. Now, I should say, did you see Ryan Hall had 14,000 people in his live? He was online for a long time doing live today. My hat's off to him, man. He really put himself out there. His wife brought him in breakfast this morning because he had, Ed, possibly can you build a cabin from wood on your property? There's that possibility. I would have to buy a sawmill first if I was going to do that. I definitely plan on getting a sawmill so I can definitely process some trees on my own property as well. But anyway, Ryan had forgot about breakfast, and his wife brought him in breakfast while he was doing the stream, which I thought was very nice of her. But yeah, he's into it. But yeah, he was on for a long time, a long time. Yes, Bonnie says Angry Prepper retired from the New York Fire Department. He did. And let's talk about that for just real quick, and then we're going to actually get back on this with the weather related stuff when we can. But really quick, what do we at? We got 804 people in the chat. We're at 339 on the thumbs up. So I haven't asked yet. I don't think. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I did once. But if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do that to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time. It really does help with the channel and the algorithms. It pushes us higher up in the rankings with that as well. So I thank you for shooting a thumbs up for that reason as well. Also, again, I do like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's always been a game. So the the more the merrier, right? So thank you for that reason as well. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications. Okay, so I saw Angry Prepper's post that he posted the other day that he is now officially retired from the fire department because he would not do that. And so, he took early retirement and he was able to do that. A lot of people were not able to do that because they didn't have the time. And uh, so I called him and we actually talked. And he just did texted me a little while ago and goes, information, please, about what we're going to be doing down in West Virginia. Uh, Hey, Minwar. I'm not sure how you say that. Minrlwtr. Uh, I bartered driving folks to the grocery store in Atlanta once. Snowed in an apartment complex years ago. Ron Foster, prepper fiction author. Oh, okay. Ron Foster. Sorry, man. I was like, I forgot that that's your handle on there. Now, guys, Ron Foster, go check out his books. He's got some great books too, as well. Fiction books. Go check those out. Really good information. He has sent me a bunch of his books, which I have read and really enjoyed them. Really enjoyed them. So, anyway, what was I talking about here? I hate that when my brain goes completely blank. But so I called up Angry Prepper, and you know I had said to him, and it was bittersweet for him. You know what I mean? He's leaving the fire department. He's retiring, and now he's on to the next chapter of his life. And so I said to Jason when we were talking, I said, "Listen, I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. There is no accidents. There's no, oh my goodness, why did this happen to me and laminate and oh poor me type of stuff." So what I said to Jason was, did you ever think that this is providence? This is the universe looking out for you, realizing you need to get out of New York City before something truly tragic happens? He would have never voluntarily left that job. He would have continued to stay for a few more years to get his retirement in, right? And so I said, this is the universe's way of forcing you to get out of New York City because now that part of your life is over, and now it's time to move on. And you know, and he'll be fine. I think he will move on. It's a great opportunity for him and his family to get someplace where they can be safe. He is definitely coming to my thing here that we're doing for people that are going to be potential people living or using my property in West Virginia as a bug out location. So some of you know what I'm talking about when I say this. What I will be moving to West Virginia full time this year. Okay, we are selling the property here in New York. Becky, Mom, myself, Heather, we're all moving to West Virginia, and so we will be going down there and starting over. There are people that I've already been in contact with. Several people that are interested in being part of a bug out group or also possibly living on the homestead. And so what we're doing is we're doing for potential people that have contacted me and that I've talked to them that we're going to be meeting in April. So there's going to be a bunch of people coming, and we're going to go from there. And so he will be there for then, and it's going to be April 8th, 9th, and 10th. And so, we're going to be going through and basically interviewing people and see if you're a good fit for us, if we're a good fit for you. And we're going to be talking about, what we're planning on doing down there, what our expectations are, and stuff like that. I would love to have Angry Prepper and his family come down there, live on my homestead, and I think he would be a great asset to any group that he would be involved in. Now, he may, like I said, he plans on coming down and hanging out that weekend, and we'll see what happens, But yeah, I think you're seeing a lot of people, um, you know, making that decision to get out of these northern states, especially New York State, and I love the state as far as, I love the location where I'm at here. It's an awesome location for a bug out location. I'm out in the country. I have high elevation, so there's a lot of positives to where I'm at. But you know, taxes are too high. I don't like the politics, and there's a lot that for me to make that move to. For me, it's going to be a much better location where we're moving to in West Virginia. So if you are interested and you want to be part of my group in West Virginia, I'm telling people, shoot me an email. Please give me your phone number. I will call you. We will talk and we will go from there. But it's when one door closes, another door opens. I'm a big believer in that, and you know, there's always new opportunities. And Jason is a smart dude. He will land on his feet no matter where he decides to go. But if he decides to be part of my bug out group down there in West Virginia, like I said again, he would more than welcome. He would be an asset. I know that. I wouldn't be able to have him on live with me. I would just say, Jason, man, please for this live stream, just watch the language. Love the guy. Absolutely love the guy. I think he's awesome. Has zero filter, which I think is also great. But I have to my for my channel it has to be family friendly. And I would do a live stream with Jason, and I'm sure Jason would respect that part. If he was going to be on my live stream. So because that's the kind of dude he is. So, but yeah, I just think he's awesome. He's a really good guy, and I think, like I said, he would definitely be an asset to any group that he was part of. So he's going to come down. We're going to chat and talk, and we're going to kind of go from there. So, uh, Ed Peter Bergen wants to bug out to your place from the UK. That's a bit of a drive. There's a big pond in between that you'd have to get over to get here. So you'd have to make plenty of spam for Angry Prep. Yeah, I'd have to have the little beep things there, beep, beep, going off whenever. No, he like I said, I think Jason's awesome. Here's what I was actually talking to a friend of mine today, and I was talking to him about Jason, and this is what I had said. I know from when I moved from the Rochester area in New York. I lived in Greece, New York. And when I moved away from Greece, New York, and I moved down here to this part of New York, the stress level went from like here, it just dropped. It is a different mindset once you get out into the country. It's a lot less stressful. And I think once Jason get in his family get away from New York City and that insanity, I don't know how anybody would want to live there. I really don't. Um, I think that his stress level, you guys will see it. You will see a different Jason once he gets away from that craziness and he calms down and stuff like that. So, you know, yeah, it'll definitely be a better situation. I'd build a cabin with trees from your West Virginia home. You know what? If I'm gonna, yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, at first I may not be able to do that, but I think down the road as we continue to build different things, I definitely want to harvest. I got plenty of pine trees and stuff that I could harvest, and I definitely want to get one of those portable sawmills that we could do that. So, will Jason have fewer colorful metaphors with less stress? I think so. I honestly think so because, like I said, I know, like I said, for me, getting away from the stress and the insanity and the way that the people act and the way that you have to act because of the way people are acting, it makes all the difference in the world. And so once you're away from that insanity, realistically, that's what it is. It's insanity. Your life changes and you're calmer. I know, people that have watched my channel said, from the way I was when I lived in Greece and then I came to where I am now, they said I seem calmer, I'm happier, which absolutely happier, but Would you consider having a live chat with all of your members? Probably not. That wouldn't really, no, probably not. The people that want to do this, some of them don't want to be on video. Some of them are okay with being on video. Those are things like when I'm in West Virginia and we start, working on projects and stuff like that. Some of the people don't care if they're on video. Uh, Others, if they don't want to be on video, I'm basically going to say, listen, I'm about to do a video. If you don't want to be on video, it's time for you to disappear for about 15 minutes, And so that's why we're going to do that. I'm always going to respect people's right to not want to do it or not be on video. But you know, like I said, iced all day in West Virginia. Been snowing for the last 2 hours. Okay, Nature Girl said I'd be gone, and that's the thing is, that's how it goes. Any lakes nearby in the West Virginia? I'm not giving away. you know, the thing is, realistically, people that hate me are going to be able to find out where I'm at down there, and that's fine. You know what I mean? So, Ed, I think he means all levels of your YouTube membership, not just hardcore preppers. I must have missed what he was asking then. I'm not sure what he was asking, Candace. Ed, do you spray your solar panels with WD-40 if you know a storm is coming? No, no, no. I just go out there with the broom and I clean it off, and as soon as the sun hits everything, it melts the rest of it off anyway. So the only thing I miss from New York is the pizza and the bagels. Well, I'll tell you what, the pizza's different up here. Yeah, it's a much better pizza up in New York. So why do people hate you? Betty, well, you know what? Realistically, I don't care who you are in life, you're gonna have some people that are gonna like you, you're gonna have some people that don't like you. And I think he meant like having them on screen with you via a Zoom call. Uh, oh, the members? No, I wouldn't do. No, I wouldn't do that either. I mean, that's not why they're doing that. I don't know, but I gotcha. But thank you for clarifying that. But yeah, no, he was asking if you would do a live with all of your members, not just your hardcore members. Oh, I gotcha. I have done a few of those where all member levels were able to come in to one of the private live streams. Like tomorrow night, I will be doing the private live streams for the hardcore preppers. I do that every Monday for them. Once in a while, I'll throw up another one and I'll have all member levels on there. But the reason that people that are the hardcore preppers are paying what they're paying for the membership is so we can have that private discussion for them to do that. So, it's, like I said, so if you want to be part of that stream, we'll be doing the private members only or the hardcore preppers only live stream tomorrow, which I do every Monday for them. And, if you want to do that, you can join and become a member, a hardcore member, and you can be in the stream. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to, that's fine. That's your absolutely, your choice. I still do 3 live streams a week for everybody. And, out of curiosity, are there any juiced allowed? What are you even talking about? Juiced? What are you talking about? Juiced? You're talking about alcohol? I'm not even sure what he was talking about. What do I think about the Supreme Court mandates being struck down? I think it's awesome. I didn't like the fact. Now, here's what and I'm not talking. Oh, I got you. Yeah, yes, I got. You're talking about the people that have had the jab. Yeah, they would still be welcome. They're still human beings. I'm not going to discriminate against somebody like they're trying to discriminate against the people that you know that won't do it. But with them striking down the mandates, I think that's an awesome thing. And of course, then Biden came out and was saying that, oh well, you can still force people to do it. It's just, but now they can't legally do it. Not real, So it's just my husband and me both got sacked as healthcare workers. Lady kickboxer, yeah, and that's another thing with that. You've had Now they struck down the thing for all that, but they upheld the one for healthcare workers. So healthcare workers aren't smart enough to figure out if they want or don't want something. How does that even work? But and like I said, I'm not going to get into the big thing about that. But I was happy to see that they struck down the one. Very disappointed that they did not strike down the other. Um, you know, because I think people should have a choice. That's just my opinion. I'm not, again, not telling you to, not telling you not to. Um, you have a choice, and I don't think somebody else is going to. Well, no one's ever going to make that decision for me. Let's put it like that. That's my own personal thing. I'm not having anybody dictate to me what I can or cannot do. Especially when it comes to my health. So, but that's it on that. So, all right. So I know, look at this freaking time has just gone bananas here. We're at 8:47 in the chat. We're at 478 in the thumbs up. So I'm going to ask you really quickly, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, to please do so to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for doing that. Also, it really does help with the algorithms. So I thank you for that reason as well. So the more interaction we have, the better it is for the channel. And so I appreciate you guys giving me that thumbs up for that reason as well. Again, I do like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's just part of the game. And also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications. So let's go ahead and do the egg count, and we'll get that out of the way first. And so what is your guesses on egg count? Let's keep those thumbs up coming in, guys. Just give you guys a minute to get your guesses in so we can do that. And I will tell you what the answer is in a moment. And I will say this: I've kept the chickens in the chicken coop for the last 3 days, just because it has been so cold. And all right, if you had the same guess as Jamie Jones, and 80K Man has the same guess as well, with 3 eggs today, that's what we were at. So Jamie Jones and 80K Man, and a bunch of others of you also had. Gypsy Mama Prepper had 3 eggs as well. So if you have guessed 3 eggs, you are correct. And Thickneck did lay today. She did lay an egg today. So, but yeah, it's just, like I said, it's been so freaking cold that I think we had 4 eggs yesterday. And so, I was very surprised we're getting any in this kind of weather. But yeah, Thickneck laid today. I was like, look at that. You go, girl. But yeah, it is, it has been, like I said, ridiculously cold. We were at 9 below zero last night. So, this morning it was still pretty cold for quite a while, and then it finally warmed up. But, they're freaking, they're a trip. I love the chickens. They're so much fun. A lot of fun. But now, like I said, I don't know how much snow we're going to get up here. I mean, I've heard everything from 8 to 14 inches. And then some people are saying, oh, maybe it might be 2 feet. Who knows? But, like I said, whatever it's going to be, we're ready. Becky went out to the store today for her and Mom, and they got whatever they needed to get. And so, we had gone out ourselves quickly and got a few things that we wanted to get. You have to get the bread and the milk, of course, right? I don't know why. Why is that always a thing when a storm's coming? Everybody goes and buys bread and milk. So the power goes out, your milk's going to go bad in your fridge anyway. It's just, hey, whatever. But that's what people do. So, but anyway, so this, with the storm that is in the process here now, it's hitting. Pennsylvania's getting it now. We're just starting to get it. Yeah, you got to get your beer. That's right. Well, I already had plenty of that, so I was good to go on that. Um, Yeah, pull the windshield wipers off the glass. Yeah, that makes sense. But let's see. We were supposed to get snow, then rain. Yuck. Awesome sauce said. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get the rain up here. Do you rotate your chickens? Yeah, I try to add new chickens every year. So I definitely do that. I added some this last year, and the year before I added some as well. You know, because you have to. You know, you have. What is my favorite beer? I like Labatt's Blue. So that's probably the my beer of choice if I'm going to drink beer. I drink Labatt's Blue. So before I move to West Virginia, I will get a few cases of Labatt's Blue, and I will take that down there with me. So, yeah, but that's because they don't have it down there. They don't have that in West Virginia. So, but that's all right. What are you gonna do? There's other beer to drink other than Budweiser. And that's another thing for you folks in the South. Let's try drinking some real beer, not Budweiser. Can't do it. Oh no, horrid, horrid. But I've always liked Canadian beer, so it's just kind of been my I used to drink a lot of Molson back in the day, but then I got a skunky batch, and it just kind of turned me off to the taste of it. IPAs are good. I've had some good IPAs as well. Yeah. There's other things to try. Now, if I don't mind Corona. Corona's not bad either. So, did you watch Alaskan Prepper tonight? No, I did not. I did not see his stream tonight. But no, but anyway, guys, I know we're like so far off from what we were supposed to be talking about this whole stream. It happens, and I know it, and that's okay. Um, Jack Daniels hits the spot. Don't do much beer. Yeah, if I'm gonna drink a liquor, I'm a vodka. I drink vodka, White Russians, vodka wedge, which is vodka, grapefruit juice, and orange juice. Really, really good. So, but anyway, Alaskan Prepper preaches about Bitcoin too much. You know what? I That's his choice, obviously. And you know what the cool part about that is? It's your choice to watch or not. Isn't that amazing how that works? You don't. It always amazes me. Really, really, truly amazing. Why would you come on my channel and complain about somebody else's channel? Why? Because guess what? You're getting zero empathy from me on that one. All right. If you don't like somebody else's channel, don't watch it. It's a weird concept. I know it's kind of shocking for some people. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. If you don't like me, I don't know why you're here watching me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think Alaska Prepper is an awesome dude. I think he's really laid back, and I think he tries to help people, and I think he gives a lot of good information. Uh, Joe from St. Bernard Acres talked about you on his video today. Okay, very cool. Yeah, like I said, me and Joe go way back from St. Bernard Acres. We've known each other for a long, long time. You know, and he always said, he goes, once I get retired, I'm going to be doing more stuff up there at St. Bernard Acres, and I'm like, cool, man, that's the way. But yeah, I just like I said, you know how I feel about supporting other channels. I think we should be supporting each other and not talking down or trying to belittle somebody. Everybody does something different. Here's the other weird thing, and I mean, all of you out there, anybody that's never made a mistake, feel free to criticize. That's what I always say. But if you watch somebody like me and I make a mistake, I'll be the first one to come on here and say, hey, I screwed up and I made a mistake. Because if it teaches you how to not do it the wrong way, that's a good thing. And the thing, and if I've done it wrong, I have to fix it. And so I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you, hey, I screwed up. I messed this up big time. But everybody makes mistakes. So, all those people that come on and are critical of any of the other channels out there and stuff, to be able to come on. I do smoke cigars once in a while. Yes, I will smoke a cigar here and there. I don't smoke cigarettes. And when I say once in a while, I mean once in a while. It's not even anything that I'm like, oh my God, I got to have a cigar. It just if I get together with the boys and we're playing poker, I'll probably smoke a cigar. That's just kind of just kind of a thing you do. So, oh, I'd love to do a live stream with him. I think that would be a lot of fun. I would definitely join him in a live stream. I don't watch. No, I've never seen Trailer Park Boys on Netflix. Never watched it. Ed, the only mistakes I hear you make is when you you say the date during your opening videos. Yeah, no kidding. Boy, I screw that up all the time. And as soon as I do, if I say the wrong year or the wrong day or the wrong month, boy, people just jump right up on top of me. That's okay. Like I said. But yeah, it's just what I want people to understand, video creators, people that are doing videos every day, trying to put information out, trying to help people if they can. It's not that people think, oh, it's easy. Oh, I could do that. I had a guy tell me one time, and I'm obviously not going to mention names of who did it. Uh, but he was like, oh yeah, I'll be up to your level in this amount of time, and I'll have that many subscribers and blah blah blah. And the reality is it's not easy trying to come up with new content all the time, trying to figure out what are people going to want to hear, what do they want to talk about, and stuff like that. And when you are restricted from talking about certain topics on YouTube, you have to be careful with that as well. So I can't always talk about the things that I want to talk about. That's just part of the situation. And so, you have to be smart. If you want to stay on YouTube, you got to play by their rules. That's not being a sellout or anything else. And, like I said, anybody that says that, I could care less, because you know what? Usually the ones that say anything negative, I will go to their channel and look at their channel. They don't even have an icon picture and they have zero videos. So why do I care what they think? Why do I care what they think? I don't. You know, but yeah, it's just just to me, it's like anybody that's out there trying to have a channel and trying to make content. I have talked to plenty of people, and I'm always going to try to help. And West Coast tsunami thoughts. It wasn't bad. They only had small waves out of that, but again, you just never know what's going to happen. You know, yeah, it's hard to be on YouTube. Rules change when you monetize. Yeah, when you monetize, they you know, Ed, you are not insecure. No, I'm not insecure at all. Never have been. Always been a very confident person. I like I said again, I say it like it is. I don't sugarcoat it. If your feelings are hurt, that's your problem. Realistically, I will never pander to the crowd. First of all, I'm never going to apologize for anything that I said if it hurt your feelings. If it hurt your feelings, again, that's on you. If I make a mistake, I'll be the first one to come on here and admit I made a mistake. Or if I did something wrong, I'll be the first one to come on there too. I am not politically correct. I never will be politically correct. Uh, you know, all the new terms that they come up with all the time, I don't care. You know, I say it like I've said it for the last 50 years. So it just amazes me. Oh well, you can't say that anymore. You have to do it this way. No, I don't. No, I don't. So you know, Ed, you have to watch Trailer Park Boys. You haven't lived yet. Yeah, I just it's re- I know it's a comedy. It's really I could just tell from the trailers and stuff that I've seen. It's just probably not going to be my thing. It's just I have better things to do. I mean, I know that sounds strange, but I just do. I got better things to do. But hey, Ron, thank you again for the donation. I appreciate that. Why can't all New Yorkers be like you? Well, there is a lot of bleeding heart liberals up here. I will tell you that right now, a lot of them. And that's the funny thing when I moved to West Virginia here this year, and people are gonna say, oh, well, because they're gonna be. I have an accent in West Virginia, obviously, And then once they, where are you from? And I say I'm from New York. But once they realize and they get to know me, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you're cool. You're gonna fit in right and fine down here. Because it's like I said, I respect everybody. I'm gonna be decent to everybody. But no, I am not a bleeding heart liberal. I never will be a bleeding heart liberal. Not gonna happen. You know, like I said, it's the insanity that goes on today in our cancel culture. Oh my God. Dave Chappelle. I love Dave Chappelle. And he's joking. He's a comedian, see? That's how it works. They make jokes, they joke about everybody. Uh, you know, like shows like Archie Bunker, uh, try to do that today. Some of the different stuff that was said on that show, and then you know, the Jeffersons and all the different, innuendos and the different things that were said on that show. Oh my God, people would lose their minds. They would lose their minds. You know, People want to cancel Joe Rogan out because, he said something that, he gave this and blah, blah, blah. So what? Then don't watch him. It amazes me. These people are idiots. I'm sorry. The cancel culture crowd, they're morons. That's just my opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion. But you know what? Like I said, who cares? And Dave Chappelle, he's a comedian. And yeah, they got to cancel him. And he's saying bad things about transgender people and blah, blah, blah. You know what? Get a thicker skin. Like I said, he's a comedian. He's not doing it to be mean or nasty or disparaging. Uh, you know, yeah, Red Fox was great. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he was awesome. Yep, it was another one. Yep, Sanford and Son. And again, that show. I mean, the different things that are said, you can't say those things today. You just can't. So, what are some of the red flags you look for when looking to buy unrestricted land, etc.? Well, what a red flag. That's a great question, Lynn. Thank you for asking that. Or Lim, I'm sorry. You want to see your location. You want to make sure there's not power plants close to you. That would probably be the number one thing that I think people should be making sure. What's around you? Are there big processing plants for chickens or whatever the case that are going to contaminate the water and those type of things? What kind of businesses are close by to where you're going to be at? You know, Making sure that you have the opportunity that you own the mineral rights of whatever property you're buying. That's a big one. And but figuring out, the more isolated you are, pretty much you're going to have it where you're not going to have somebody climbing up your behind and, making sure that all this rule and that rule and the other rule. Once you get farther out and you get into a freer area, you just basically do what you got to do. That's how it works. But definitely try to figure out what's around you. What are the danger areas? Like I said, I would not want to be in a valley. That's just me. I'd rather be on the high ground because then I don't have to worry about you know. Oh, they live to hate Ben Shapiro. Oh yeah, and you know what the funny thing is? Okay, so ADK man's talking about Ben Shapiro, and they hate him, right? He's Jewish, right? But they hate him anyway because he doesn't think like they do, and see, there's the biggest problem. All right, here's the biggest problem in our society today, and I'm going to give you my opinion on this one. Why can't it just be you have this opinion, I have that opinion, and we agree to disagree? We'll have a conversation. We can still be friends. We can talk. Certain topics we just realize is probably best if we don't talk about certain topics. Why can't it be like that? But no, it can't be like that. You have to agree with what I say or you're the enemy. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life as well. Just putting it out there, just, not sugarcoating it, of course, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. You know, if you want to believe all the drivel that comes out of the mainstream media, knock yourself out and just scoop it on up and have a good old time with it. But that's never going to be me. I don't believe everything that they feed me because they feed you what they want you to believe. They're telling you how to think. It's not like the days of Walter Cronkite where he gave you the news and you had your own objective opinion of it. No, they tell you now what to think and how to feel. And, you should do this or you should do that, you know. So here's another point I want to make, okay? Everybody wants to get all, this, there's only two genders and blah, 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 blah. If you want me to call you him, her, she, it, whatever, I don't care. I'll call you whatever makes you feel comfortable. You know why? Because I don't care. I really don't. If you're transitioning male to female, female to male, or whatever those whatever thing you're doing, if you want to be called this pronoun or that pronoun, now I'm not going to call you, or I'm not going to say they or them and all that nonsense. That I won't do. But divided we fall, united we stand. Asa said exactly, and I agree with that. I agree with that. But if you want me to call you her or him, I don't care. I'll call you that. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because why? Because I have to be entrenched in my view, and I can't, be open minded a little bit to be able to look at somebody and say, hey, if this is going to make this person more comfortable, if I call them her or I call her him, who cares? Thank you very much. Tamara just made the greatest point. There are bigger things to worry about. You are absolutely 100% correct. 100% correct. They got all up in arms, right? They had the whole big thing of, oh my God, these transgender people using the bathroom, they're going to molest our kids. Well, let me inform you a little bit. Not all people that are transgender are out there molesting your kids. They're not. They're just normal people. They're regular people that feel a different way. And the reality is, a lot of the ones that are going to be using the ladies' restroom, they look like ladies. So you're never going to know. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to go into the women's restroom. They're going to go into a stall. They're going to sit down and pee like everybody else goes pee. Okay? That's it. They're not in there trying to feel up your little kids. Now, if there's a dude in there in a dress and you can tell it's a dude and he's trying to do something offhand, that's a different story. But that's not the norm. That's not the norm. All right. So, Ed, I identify as a pineapple. Well, if you know what, if that makes you happy, welcome to the chat, Mr. Pineapple. But Ed, I meant red flags like not getting ripped off. The biggest thing, if you are buying property, looking around, trying to do something like that, you get the lawyers involved. You make sure you get a lawyer. You making sure that they're doing a check to make sure there's no liens on the property or any of that type of stuff. That's why you get a lawyer involved. And I'm unvaccinated but identify as vaxxed. Yeah, that's actually funny. But oh my God, they're so pissed off though. Heaven forbid now that if you have a fake card, you're going to get charged with a crime. I mean, it's nuts. Like I said, how about this? I'm going to live my life and I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you're uncomfortable with something I do, once again, that's your problem, not mine. So, yeah. Craziness. Well, we're getting, of course, this time has gone by crazily fast tonight. Ed, have you looked into the first and last frost dates in West Virginia? That I have not done yet, no. But that's not hard to look that up. That's not hard to look that up at all. I know I've been in a different growing zone with being down there, which is great. It's going to extend my season. And then as soon as we get some greenhouses up down there, it's going to make it better as well. But I want you guys to remember something here, and I'm gonna make one point. All this nonsense that has been going on for the last 2 years, it ends when enough of us say no. Just remember, that's really simple. It's really simple. When enough of us say no, that's when it will end, and that's it. Period. End of story. So it's up to you, New York, New York. No, I'm sorry. But yes, again, it is. We'll Will your new property be for tiny homes? For the most part, yes. Yeah. But again, we all have choices, folks. You know, you can drink the Kool-Aid or you don't have to drink the Kool-Aid. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Now, I sing horribly, Bonnie. I am a horrible singer, but I will sing anyway because you know why? Once again, I don't care. Uh, that was New York, New York was Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra sang New York, New York. So, yeah, trial for American Idol. They would laugh me off the stage. So, but anyway, yeah, Sinatra sang some great songs. All right, so let's do this, guys. We got 590 thumbs up. We got 722 still in the chat. So let's shoot another thumbs up here. Let's get that up higher if we can. Let's shoot for 700 again tonight just for fun. We'll see how close we can get or how far past that we can get. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, let's do that to show support for the channel. And Sinatra not big in West Virginia. No, not so much. Not so much. But anyway, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel again. And thank you. And also, if it really does help with the algorithms as well. So the more interaction that we can have, the better it is for the channel. So I thank you for that reason as well. Also, again, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's part of the game. So, like to see where that number goes with that. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications. All right, let's do some shout outs. And then we got to we're going to run over. Obviously, I can tell you right now, we can't get everything done in 10 minutes, but we're going to run over, and that's okay. Let's do some shout outs for everybody first. We have Angry Prepper, obviously, in New York City with Jason. And we have Marfugal News with Adam and Dax out on the West Coast. We have 80K Man who is in the house. We have Northern Prepper 1 who's also here as well. Hey, Juby Joe, thank you, man, for the donation. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you. We have North Shore Preparedness as well. One of my moderators, good dude. And we have Bizariza Jizza, who I think he might have been in the chat tonight. I'm not sure. Are there liberals in West Virginia? Well, there's liberals everywhere, Betty. That's how it works. That's how it works. But actually, West Virginia is a red state. So I'm sure it will, the last election, 86% of the people in West Virginia voted for Trump. So I think, that kind of narrows it down. So you have Sean James with the My Self-Reliance in the Sean James channel up in Canada. You have Alaskan Prepper, a really awesome dude, and he love his channel, love what he's doing up there. You have Alaskan Granny. You have Canadian Prepper up there as well. Corporal's Corner. You have Bjorn Hansen is another really, really good channel. Also, you have Green Greg's. Really like Green Greg's Pinball Preparedness. There is the Economic Ninja. There is, oh my God, so many freaking channels. Ice Age Farmer is another one. There is Bush Radical and his wife, Girl in the Woods. Two really good channels, husband and wife, different channels, obviously. You have Doug and Stacy. There is the Needy Homesteader. Also, I'm trying to think, what do we got? Deep South Homestead is another great channel. A lot of good information, with that as well. You have Magic Prepper in North Dakota. And, like I said, there's just so many good channels out there. There's a lot of good information. Again, I think we should be supporting each other in rising each other up, trying to help each other out instead of, like I said, you won't hear me talk bad. The Green Dream Project, the Nomadic Movement. You also have, oh God, I keep going blank on his channel's name. He's up in Minnesota. Somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about because I talk about him all. The young man and his girlfriend up in Minnesota. I can't believe I'm going blank on his name. Oh my God, I can't. No, and nobody's putting it up there yet for me. You guys know what I'm talking about. Kyle's Cabin. Thank you. I knew somebody would do it. Angry Homesteader, you're awesome. Thank you. Um, but then, like I said, there's a lot of really good channels out. There's a lot of newer channels out there. I just was watching. Oh my God, this couple. I just was watching their channel. They are a full spectrum survival, bushcraft bear. Two really good channels as well. There's a new channel I was watching. I can't think of their name off the top of my head. And they just moved to Arkansas from like I don't know. They were out west someplace, and I'm not sure where they were, but it was like a 2 day drive for them to get there. So, but yeah, we have Joe with St. Bernard Acres as well. I don't think I mentioned him earlier. But yeah, there's a lot of good channels out there, a lot of good information, and like I said, I think again we should be supporting each other. And Survival Lily is another one that comes to mind. But all right, so that's it for the shout outs. We're gonna go right from the shout outs. So what are we at? 644. So the goal 700, right? How do you deal with trolls? That's a great question. You know what? You develop a thick skin. You realize that they don't matter, that they're just talking out of their behinds. They're probably miserable people, then their lives suck and they're jealous and they wish they were you, but they'll never be you. They don't have the balls to make the move and live off grid or to actually put their face out on there on YouTube and say anything. All they know how to do. Oh, I didn't even do Ryan Hall, y'all. Exactly. Another good channel. Um, but that's how, so you just have to realize that they don't make any difference. They really don't. And what they say, you just have to roll it off your back. Like I said, you develop thick skin. You do this long enough, you either develop thick skin or you're not on YouTube anymore. And a lot of people are not on YouTube anymore because they can't take it. And I just, to me, I'm not going to let somebody dictate to me or try to bully me or try to intimidate me, because I tell you right now, I am not the one. And I also realize here's the other thing. Those type of people that are going to talk that kind of smack online would never do it to your face. They won't do it because they're cowards. So again, they just don't matter. They really don't. You have to laugh at them and just realize that they're petty and they mean nothing. So I hope that helps. So, um, but yeah, Russian trolls and Chinese trolls are in full force tonight. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, you know what to do with them, JJ. But yeah, it just like I said, it's something you got to deal with it. It's part of YouTube. And you know what kills me? And here, let me just make a statement here on this one. This is what kills me about YouTube. You know, heaven forbid you talk about this or that, you're going to get slapped and you're going to be banned and you're going to get a strike, or you're going to be whatever the case may be, right? But they'll let these low lives and pieces of crap go on all kinds of channels and talk all kinds of vile crap about people and their families and that type of stuff. And that's okay. How is that okay? Why doesn't YouTube do something about those type of people? You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So, like I said again, unless they're being encouraged by YouTube to do such things, who knows? I don't know. But anyway, so let's do this part, guys. We are Legion because we are many, and we're what 47 away from 700 thumbs up. So again, let's get let's get those thumbs up there if you have not done so yet. But where is everybody from tonight? Because we are Legion, we are many, we're all over. Philip, of course, right there from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome, Philip. Glad you got it in there early. We have Nowhere, Oklahoma, Franklin County, Ohio, Christmas Valley, Oregon, Beech Grove, Indiana, Cape Cod, BC, Canada, Lion Mountain, New York, Minnesota, Louisville, Kentucky, Inverness, Florida's in the house, Alabama, Raleigh, North Carolina, Pennsylvania Wilds, Alabama, Kansas, Edgewater, Florida, uh, let's see, McCreary County, Kentucky, Iowa, Wyoming, Kansas City, Virginia, Ontario, Canada, Alberta, St. Louis, Clearfield, Pennsylvania, Arkansas. We have Northern Highlands of California, Utica, New York, West Virginia. Let's see, Ulster Park, New York, Homestead, Florida, Wisconsin, We have Texas is in the house. Vegas is in the house. Virginia, Nicholsville, Kentucky. We have Kansas is in the house. Toto says hi. Tell Toto I said I'm glad they made it to the tornado. North Queensland, Australia. Deb, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Kissimmee, Florida. Let's see. Denver, Colorado. Campbell, Missouri. Northern Utah. Upstate South Carolina with Asif in the house. Northwest Indiana. Missouri and the Ozarks. Welcome. Indiana. Waterloo, New York. Long Island. Glad to see you're here, Jackie. Central Iowa. ADA, Oklahoma. We have Maine in the house. Northwest Minnesota. Or Montana. Sorry about that. Said it wrong. Let's see. Southeast Michigan, Cleveland, Tennessee, Northeast Texas, Ohio, Alabama. Roll Tide. Absolutely. They'll come back next year. Washington, in Iowa. Hey, Lady Kickboxer. Update 10 of 10 COVID patients in hospital where my husband worked. Verified if you got me 100%. All right, cool. Thank you. 10 out of 10. Isn't that interesting? But that's not what they're telling you. That you're not listening to the news. What's wrong with you? Mississippi's in the house. We have Northeast Florida. Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Very nice. So, Rough River, Kentucky. So, again, guys, we're all over the country. We're all over the world. We're a huge network of people. We are the ones that truly can make a difference. We can make a difference now because we can try to awaken people, enlighten them, try to help themselves. Some people are never going to do that. But the other difference we can make in a post event is by teaching, by helping people to help themselves. You know, they're not. There's still going to be takers, and there's going to be people that just want you to help them for the reason that they want help, that they don't care. But if you can teach them and show them how to help themselves and give them some knowledge, that's a good thing. What they do with that is completely up to them, but that's the way it should be. We are awakened for a reason. We're not woke, we're awakened. And there's a big, big difference. I will never be woke. I will never be part of the woke crowd. If that disappoints anybody, I don't care. That's a theme tonight. That's a theme tonight. So, you know, it amazes me how, but again, we can make a difference. We're the ones that are, oh, been doing this, living it, a lot of us. And, going off grid is probably one of the best decisions I ever made. I have learned so much. And I cannot wait to take that knowledge with me down to West Virginia and get things going down there. And I think you guys are going to be amazed with what we're going to do down there. I'm putting together just a fantastic group of people, in my opinion. And I think it's going to be a really, really cool thing. And it's going to be nice to see people coming together and working together. And the snow is on the way tonight. Yeah, it's already snowing here. It's already snowing here. So what are we at? 690. So we're 10 away from 700. So we got to go at least 725 now. So let's shoot for 725 just for why not, and we'll see if we get there. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, let's do that to show support for the channel. Let's get that up there, that number. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interaction, the better. Ed, you changed my life. Thank you. You know what, man? I appreciate that. I really do. If I can make a difference and help people to wake up and do something to help themselves, then I'm doing what my job is, what I'm meant to do. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to show people that this is a lifestyle that is absolutely doable and you can do it and you can live your life comfortably. You're not sacrificing anything other than the fact that you're not paying those bills out to corporations anymore. You are being self-sufficient. And I think that that's a huge thing. So when the power goes out for everybody else, it doesn't go out for you. Why would you not want that? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But, and I don't have many preps, but better than nothing. Right. Exactly. Having something gives you such an advantage over the people that have done nothing, and that's what it's about. It's about, trying to do something to help yourself. So definitely continue to do so. All right, we're at 717, so 8 more to get to 725, and so let's shoot for that. I knew we'd blow through 700 easy. All right, guys, we are in this together. We are one race, and I know some people hate it when I say that, but guess what? Too bad. Once again, I don't care, because we really truly are all in this together. We have a choice. We can work together, come together as a human race, which would be wonderful to see, and I think that that would be a really good thing. Not everybody's going to come together. Their petty hatreds are going to shine through like a beaming light, but that's okay too, because their misery loves company. They can go be miserable someplace else. We're going to choose to be happy and choose to work together, regardless of race, religion, political affiliation, or the vaxxed or the unvaxxed. When you cut every one of us, this I guarantee you, we're going to bleed red. So that's how that works. So let's work together. Stop the hatred. It doesn't. All it does is it keeps the rich in power and the political machine grinding along, and we're never going to focus on that until we come together. Also, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day, uh, how we feel. Life is so short, and if you can tell them, hey, Ma, I love you, or whoever it is in your family, tell them, because there's something else I'm going to mention real quick before I jump off here. So stick around for that after we do STD, because this one drove me crazy today. Just so you know, I read this and I thought, what is wrong with these freaking people? But there's a lot. But I'm going to mention that right after we do STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. So stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Real quick, I want to make sure I thank my moderators who always do a fantastic job in the chat. I thank you guys for doing that. I thank all of you for being in here and enjoying the chat. I appreciate the questions. I appreciate the support, and it's awesome. We have great chats. You guys ask great questions, and it's a lot of fun. And I know I can't always get to everybody's questions, and I do apologize for that, but I try to do the best that I can. I try to stay on topic. Doesn't always happen. Well, it never happens, but that's part of it. So here's what I want to talk about really quickly before I jump off of here. I just saw today David Beckham is out with his 10-year-old daughter, and he kissed his 10-year-old daughter on the lips, and these people are going ballistic. Let me tell you something. I grew up in a family. I kissed my grandfather on the lips. I kissed my grandmother on the lips. I kissed my mom on the lips. I kissed my daughter on the lips. Okay? It is a sign of affection and love and caring that you care about that person, because these miserable PRs, if you will, didn't have love or didn't appreciate that, and they have an issue with a father kissing his daughter on the lips. It's not like he's using tongue, okay? So I don't know what is wrong with people. Ridiculous, ridiculous, okay? Um, you know, it is amazing to me. It's amazing to me. Again, is there not bigger things to worry about if David Beckham is giving his daughter a kiss on the lips? Come on. Sad, sad world we live in, if that's what is what that's about. And if that's how he shows affection to his daughter, so what? Like I said, I kiss my daughter on the lips. We kiss each other good night. I'll tell you what, I give my daughter a hug good night every night, and I give her a kiss, and I kiss her on the lips every night, and I tell her I love her, and she tells me I love you, and it's genuine, and it's not full of crap. you know I kiss my mom, and I give my mom a hug, and my grandparents, I did the same thing to them. When my grandfather passed away, I'll tell you this real quick, and then I'm going to jump off of here. When my grandfather passed away, it was a closed casket. they did the service, and I told the mortician, I said, I need to kiss my grandfather goodbye. So if you could open up the casket just for like me and my cousins, I said I would appreciate that. And they said, just give us a minute, and yeah, we'll do that. And they opened it up, and Grandpa was in the casket, and I gave him a kiss goodbye. And that was because I loved him, and if that's an issue for people, they can kiss my behind, okay, and that's and I don't even care. That's just it's because you love somebody and you care about somebody and you kiss them on the lips. That's bad. People are sick. We live in a sick world today. Okay, so anyway, guys, I am going to jump off, and I said we blew through 725. We're at 743, so almost 750 thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I do appreciate all the support. You guys are fantastic. I love being here for you guys. I cannot wait. You have no idea how badly I am chomping on the bit to get down to West Virginia and get going down there. It is going to be amazing. I think you're all going to be super surprised of what we do down there, and the teamwork and the coming together of people, like-minded people with a dream coming together. I think you're going to be shocked and amazed. I really do. So, anyway, guys, 750 on a thumbs up. That's awesome. I will see you all in the next one. Again, members only live stream, Hardcore Preppers, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. If you would like to be part of that, you can do that by hitting the join button and becoming a Hardcore Prepper. So, again, choice. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. That's fine. I'm still going to live stream 3 days a week, no matter what, for everybody else. It's just more personal in that one. Okay. So anyway, we'll see you guys later. Oh, kitty send off. Okay, hold on. There's Mr. Max, stretched out. All right, guys. I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.